Okay, hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, whatever you want to state, considering we're closing in at about 4:30, 4:35. Welcome to the analysis. Welcome to Snap Slot 2, or rather, should I say, Snap Day 2 analysis. I hope I'm visible and audible to all of y'all. Hi. Very good. Just state yes if you can see me, hear me. I don't see anybody on the app right now. I'm just waiting to see people have joined on YT as well. Am I audible, visible, guys? Can you see me, hear me? Yes, I can see people now. Hey Nirmal, hey Raj. Can you just confirm that I'm audible and visible so that we can kickstart ASAP and we can start discussing like the last time, a few questions. Bake with Archit is here as well. Great. It'll be lovely baking with you. Can you just confirm on YT? Hey Mrunali. Hey. Hey Harsh. Hey Priyanshi. Hey Dhruv, Smith, Shubham. Okay, lovely. Okay, lovely. So we are back. So, even before I started, you all have started discussing questions. Hey Bijam, hi, hey Shivam, hello. Got to today as well. So I'm going to go ahead and discuss both slots. I'm going to talk about the relative level of difficulty. I've had a chat with a few of you all. थोड़े लोग बोल रहे easy था, थोड़े बोल रहे वो difficult था, and so on and so forth. मेरा शायद थोड़ा अलग है. We'll get to that. Many of you all are coming out and saying, सबसे पहले तो तुम लोग को verbal discuss करना है. यार याद ही नहीं रहता है ना. That's the first thing you don't remember, which is verbal. But the thing that you remember the most is quant and reasoning. So I have a lot of questions of quant and reasoning. Hopefully we'll be able to discuss them. I don't remember the DI question, but the rest I remember. I have a lot of questions in terms of reasoning as well. Verbal, I don't remember. You all will remind me. I'll do it. For example, I see one question here. As far as I remember, the answer was there was one which was a simile and one which was a metaphor, because there was one which was followed by like, and second which was diamonds. Eyes are diamonds. Eyes are diamonds. Not eyes are like diamonds. Eyes are diamonds. ऐसा कुछ था. So if the eyes are diamonds, it's a metaphor, and the other was like something. So एक simile था, एक metaphor था. So that's an example of a verbal question which you have reminded me, which I've been able to solve. But enough said. Let's quickly go ahead and go ahead and kickstart. Decision making question ना course of action type था. Decision making तो नहीं. कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन एनमैट में भी होता है, कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन स्नैप में भी होता है, स्लॉट 1 में भी था. कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन आपको डिसीजन मेकिंग में मिलेगा. दैट इज व्हाई आई रिमेंबर व्हेन आई वाज टेकिंग दैट सेशन ऑन कैट इज ओवर व्हाट नेक्स्ट, आई हैड गॉन अहेड एंड स्टेटेड सम ऑफ यू ऑल माइट हैव सीन डीएम इन एनमैट एंड पीपल वर लाइक बट लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी अलग है. और मैं बोलता है लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी मैटर नहीं करता, आपने एक्सपीरियंस क्या है, टाइप क्या है. Similarly, today you experience the kind a single type of DM question that could come in that, right? So let's quickly go ahead and kickstart, guys. I hope I'm audible. You all have said yes. The methodology that I'm going to approach and look at is, we are first going to look at the paper pattern. Then we are going to look at the relative level of difficulty of slot 1 versus slot 2. Then we are going to have a relative level of difficulty of last year versus this year. So these three things. After that, I'm going to get ahead and look at every section and what the breakup was. And finally, we will get ahead and get into solving questions. Is everybody fine with this? If yes, go ahead and confirm and tell me. Then I will go ahead and kickstart. I hope I'm visible as well to all of you, right? Face लिख रहे हो, face क्या है? So please confirm that this funda is fine by all, and we will go ahead and kickstart. Please confirm. Please confirm. Methodology is fine. What we are going to go ahead and look at? Yes. मैं ऐसे क्वेश्चन नहीं बताऊंगा. You all are randomly just going ahead and saying सर ये क्वेश्चन बताओ, वैसे नहीं जाएंगे. We'll go in a particular order. So wait, let the order start. First confirm. Are we there, everybody? Yes, I get a lot of yeses on the app. Thanks for that, Nonali. I hope you're fine with that. On YT as well. DK saying yes, others are saying yes. Let's quickly go ahead and kickstart. So let's first go ahead and have a look at the analysis in terms of the overall paper pattern. So paper pattern remains exactly the same. If I compare it with last year also, I don't see a lot of difference that you would have seen. Predominantly, more or less same lag raha hai, 22 versus 23. One different which I have brought in, one difference which I at least personally felt this time, and something that you will go ahead and see when I talk about test wise. According to me, general English in test 2, which is on the 17th. Test 2 means 17th. This means 10th. General English on 17th is slightly tougher than on 10th. On 10th, it was a cakewalk. Cakewalk matlab bahut easy. The questions were very, very simple. The kind of things that they asked you had heard. Here, the kind of compound words that they spoke about, the other kind of questions that they went ahead and spoke about, some of them were unheard of. Some of them you had to use a little bit of logic to solve. For example, test 1, I took roughly about 6 minutes to solve verbal. Today I took about 7.5 minutes to solve verbal. So I can roughly state, according to me, there was about a 15-20% level of difficulty increase. Some of you all might come and say, still I attempted 15. So did I. Even I attempted all 15 in verbal. But I'm just talking about relative level of difficulty. According to me, relative level of difficulty was slightly higher in verbal today as compared to slot 1. Okay, that's my first take. When I say slot 1, I mean day 1, day 2. Because day 1 में 2 slot थे, मेरे को 4:30 slot का जो मैंने एटलीस्ट सुना है, more or less same ही सुना है जो 2 o'clock slot का था. Let's move to analytical, logical. Now my personal take, analytical and logical reasoning, overall if I look at it, I would say similar था, similar to 10th, but slightly tougher. Reason being, 2 to 3 of the questions that came in AR, 2 to 3 of the AR questions were not easy. For example, there was a question जहाँ पे वो when का उल्टा, which का उल्टा, who का उल्टा वैसा था. You know, it was given in the reverse order and you had to find one of them. That was not easy. That was not easy at all. Right? Then, you know, English में, for example, I remember there was a question on attribute, accretion, and वो वाला wasn't easy either. So, you know, these kind of questions were not really easy. Again, you're absolutely right. The blood relation, both questions. एक question में तो मेरे को कोई relation ही नहीं समझ आ रहा था. मेरे को at least personally. Second question was also lengthy. Both the blood relations were lengthy. Both the blood relations were lengthy. So, which is why I am turning around and stating, I think AR slightly more difficult. So, AR slightly more difficult, verbal slightly more difficult. Quant easier. Quant way easier than slot 1. For example, in slot 1, most of the people were turning around and telling me, sir, 12 attempts, 13. People who had attempted overall, say, 48 to 50 also, had done 12, 13 in quant. This time, people, you know, overall have attempted around 50. They've gone ahead and done 15, 16 in quant. Why? Because the length of the questions was lesser. So, I will turn around and state QA slightly easier. I am saying easier. I'm not saying easy. Easier than day 1. Is that clear? Easier. Easier. Is that clear? One blood relation answer, sister, I agree. I have that. We will discuss that. Am I clear till here, everybody? Do you all agree with this? Do you all agree with this fact? Okay. As I said, number 1, general English slightly tougher than day 1. Doable. अभी भी easy था, but slightly. Relative अगर मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. AR relatively tougher. Verbal I think slightly easier. Verbal reasoning I think slightly easier. And quant अगर मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, quant easier. That's the basic funda. Are we clear till here, everybody? That's my overall take in terms of what this paper was and what I felt in terms of the level of difficulty if you look at it. So, highlights if I'm looking at it, as I said, quant slightly easier, general English slightly tougher. When I say slightly tougher, it does not mean tough, slightly tougher. Logical, verbal reasoning, as I said, slightly easier, felt easy. Analytical reasoning, 1 or 2 questions on the tougher side, especially blood relation, you know, coding ka order. That when, why wala, ulta wala jo tha, that one. Okay. They were not easy. They were surely not easy. Okay. Clear? We agree? Now let's move up into the breakup. Let's move up into the breakup part of it. Let's move into the breakup. So if I look at the breakup in terms of test 1 and test 2, what do I see? Fill in the blanks. Last time B3 tha, ab bhi 3 hai. So more or less same. Synonym, last time there was 1. Here also, last time there was 1 antonym. Here there is 1 synonym. Poem, there were 2 questions. One question I remember was, I think, conjunction. One question I think was adjective adverb. So there were 2 questions. One asked you about the conjunction. Second was adjective adverb. इसके ऊपर था. I don't remember the answer. So even if you tell me, sir, इसका answer क्या था, वो क्या था, verbal के I really don't remember the answers. Okay. They were not simple. Okay. Okay. Let's come back to this. 2 to tango, मतलब ताली एक हाथ से नहीं बजती, ताली 2 हाथ से बजती है. तो generally according to me 2 to tango means competition, that you know it can't be just one person doing, both parties have to be involved. So it takes 2 to tango. If there is nobody else who is invigorating you to work harder, fight harder, वो नहीं होगा. So hence according to me at least 2 to tango was competition. That was my take. Again, I'm not turning around and saying that verbal whatever I will state will always be right. This was how I went ahead and answered basis that logic. ठीक है? Clear? Okay, let's come back here. Let's come back here. Phrasal verbs last time भी था, इस बार भी है. Antonyms, antonym this time, yes, there was one question on antonym as well, correct. We had to correct the sentence. There was a question on that. Metaphor, there was a question we've discussed. So it was metaphor and simile. As far as I remember, the answer to this was simile and metaphor. So the first one was simile because there was a like associated with it, and second was metaphor जिसमें diamonds था because there was no like. They said eyes are diamonds, मतलब तुम्हारे वो diamond ही है. So simile and metaphor, that's how I went ahead and answered it. Okay, I did competition, it's competition, yeah. So according to me it was competition. ठीक है. Okay, coming back to this, no, two to tango cooperation नहीं होगा according to me. It takes two to tango. According to me it's not cooperation. It doesn't mean that two people have to cooperate together to do something. I think two to tango always talks about competition. That is my understanding. हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं ना, ताली एक हाथ से नहीं बजती, दो हाथ से बजती है. So it takes two to tango. That's the way I look at it. I don't want to get into it. As I said, that was my take. Could be wrong, but according to me it will be competition. कंपाउंड वर्ड का एक क्वेश्चन था, पैराजम्बल्स, ग्रामर, कंडीशनल. सो एज आई सेड, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टर्न अराउंड एंड से वर्बल. मैंने जो आंसर किए सब वही सही होंगे, विच इज व्हाई आई एम सेइंग टुडे इफ वी गो अहेड एंड वी टॉक अबाउट इट आल्सो, अकॉर्डिंग टू मी, टुडे some of the questions, unlike last time in slot 1 where we came out and we spoke and almost सबके ही same answers थे, आज जाके answers थोड़े अलग है. Okay, which is why I'm going to turn around and state that according to me slot 2 in verbal was not easier. It seems easier. When the marks will finally come, at least my personal gut feel is that verbal mein the mistakes I think will be slightly higher than in slot 1. That is my personal take. I might be wrong, but that is what I feel. Okay, so hence this was the breakup overall if I have a look at it. Okay, cool. Adjective correct. So याद नहीं है मेरे को. If I'm not wrong, I think the first time it was used was adjective, the second time it was used was adverb, and the third time was adjective. So it was adjective, adverb, adjective. Now एक ही ऑप्शन था जो इसको satisfy कर रहा था because 3 times late was used. I think if I'm not right, एक off late था जो adjective आएगा, फिर late some mister जो एक था वो भी एक adjective था and एक adverb था. So or was it adjective adverb? There was something like that. I think it was probably adjective adverb. Adjective adverb, I think ऐसा था, adjective adverb. So उसके basis में there was something there were 2 adjectives and 1 adverb. One of the options was satisfying this criteria and उसके basis पे होता है. Then there was another question, I was and I were. If I was नहीं होता, if I were. So if I were होगा, yes, that is the correct answer. If I were, yes, if I were होगा. If I were होगा, it's not I was. If I were is correct. I के साथ conditional में वो I were आता है. If I were, okay, that's what it comes. Dictionary learn tangible. Pirates involved in a situation or argument are equally responsible for it. I didn't understand what you're trying to state. Learn more takes 2 to tango. Pirates involved in a situation or argument are equally responsible. वो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, 2 people who are involved, वो ताली एक हाथ से नहीं बजती, ताली 2 हाथ से बजती है. That's the funda that I was trying to bring in as well. ठीक है. So 2 to tango, that's why I will bring in. ठीक है. So that's the way I would go about it. ठीक है. So this is predominantly it. Compound word somebody is reminding me, so at least what I answered, once again I am going to put this very clearly out there. I am not going to turn around and state English के मैंने जो answer किए सब सही होंगे. Absolutely not. Because according to me at least this time was slightly tougher than the first. But मेरे अनुसार once again the answer was decimeter. There are 2 parts to it. Deci means 10 वाला, meter we know, so hence these are the 2 compound words according to me. Once again that was the answer. Then similarly I think practical के ऊपर था तो impractical होगा, right? So impractical, I think there was a question on that as well. ठीक है. So decimeter and impractical, these are some of them. Once again I will repeat, whether it is cooperation or whether it is competition, I personally will not go out and categorically state कौन सा सही है. I would want to wait and watch because 2 to tango can be used in terms of competition as well, right? And it can be probably used in terms of cooperation if some of you all are saying. So I want to wait and watch. ठीक है. That's it. Okay, impractical हो गया. lesson यार ये तो easy था. lesson अब वो मेरे को आंसर नहीं याद, but वो बहुत easy था. ठीक है. Can we apply for the third attempt now? No, you can't apply for the third attempt now. impractical to ho gaya. Okay, so perfect, this is done. Let's move to the second part, which was reasoning. Reasoning mein analytical reasoning and verbal reasoning ka more or less same breakup. I have a few questions today here of analytical reasoning which we will go ahead and discuss. According to me, if you ask me for the level of difficulty, this was tougher than slot 1. This was easier than slot 1. Net if I look at it, I think similar. Net according to me similar. This is where I think slot 2 mein game changer hoga, quant. Because I think quant was way easier. Quant was at least about 4 questions easier. At least 4 questions easier than slot 1. Quant slot 2 was at least 4 questions easier than slot 1. Okay. Why do I categorically state that? Now, I'll tell you what I did not solve. I did not solve the DI. I did not get time, very frankly. I did not look at the DI. Other than that, quant, I think I more or less solved everything. There is not much which is left which I did not solve. But other than that, I think I went ahead and I did it. Okay. I went ahead and I did it. Okay. So, according to me, as I said, AR easier than slot 1. Okay. But AR slightly tougher than slot 1. Verbal reasoning slightly easier than slot 1. And this is quant. Now, do you want me to go ahead into questions? I have a lot of questions here. I have at least, if not more, about 30 questions here with me. Should we go ahead and solve? Should we go ahead and solve? You need to confirm. Only once you confirm will I go ahead and solve. Only once you confirm will I go ahead and solve. I want to hear yeses, and I don't want randomly. And I don't want you all coming in randomly and stating ye wala, ek karke sab hoga. Ek karke sab hoga. You all need to confirm you want me to solve it, then I will pick it up. So practical wala tha, I think impractical wala, and then there was another question, I think jahan pe benevolent ya aisa kuch tha answer. Predictable nahi tha, I think impractical, I think practical tha, right? As far as I remember, at least मेरे को जो याद है वो practical था. I might be wrong. Okay, let's quickly go ahead and kickstart. Okay, now if you want me to start, first go and like quickly. I'm going to wait for 10 seconds for you to go ahead and like this session very quickly. We have about 30 odd questions. I think more or less आपको अपने answers मिल जाएंगे. You will most probably all of you will know कि आपका score क्या है. Like करो, तुरंत बोलो yes, तुरंत, that I'm done. Quickly. Yes sir, solve as many as possible. I will. Quickly. जल्दी जाओ, लाइक करो. ASAP लाइक करके मेरे को तुरंत बताओ ताकि मैं शुरू करूं. टीम का भी तो भला हो. राइट. यस, फिलांथ्रोपिस्ट का बेनोवलेंट था. यू आर राइट. Practicable tha, not practical. Okay, then I might have read it wrong. As far as I remembered, I had read it as practical. Practical. Okay, done. Let's quickly kickstart. Let's look at the first question. Now, I do not have the total questions in terms of total wala, but I'll give you rough idea कि भैया वो question क्या था. There was a question on John and James where they stated that John's age is 18 years more than James' age, if you remember. ठीक है. And then they went ahead and stated that John का जो age है is 60% of the total age of John and James. Correct? John की जो age है 60% of the total age of John and James, and John's age is 18 years more than James. Okay, so we had to find John's age from the options. इसका answer was 54. इसका answer was 54 because then John becomes 54, James will become 18 lesser 36. Sum will become 90 and 54 is 60% of 90, and that is the answer. Clear? Easy. Ab age tha, score tha, does not matter. How does it matter? You are coming out in the age score. How does it matter? Age or score, how does it matter? The point is question. फिर से score. 3 of you all saying score. How does it matter? How does it matter whether it was age or score? Is it a verbal question ki age score tha? Answer matters, right? All of you all, 5 of you all are saying score. भाई score है, age है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? क्या फर्क पड़ता है? बताओगे मेरे को? क्या फर्क पड़ा? कोई फर्क पड़ा? Score age से? How does it matter? Marks है या score है? Let's go there. So the answer is 54. Please focus on the important things. You all are focusing on marks था या age था? Answer उसमें है कि answer 54 में है? Please focus on that, yaar. Okay. Okay. Second question. 234, 246, so on and so forth. इसका अगर देखो, what is this? It is 1 to the power of 5 plus 1, 2 to the power of 5 plus 1, 3 to the power of 5 plus 1. This is 5 to the power of 5 plus 1. So the missing is 4 to the power of 5 plus 4. 4 to the power of 5 matlab 2 to the power of 10, which is 1024 plus 4. So 1028. Answer will be 1028. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? Cool. It won't be 1026, it will be 1028. I hope that part is clear. I hope that part is clear. I've just explained the logic to everybody. I hope it's clear. 4 to the power of 5 plus 4 will be the answer. Okay? Clear? Let's move to the next question. Then there was a question. There are 4 ladies who have brought 1 child each for admission to school. Do you remember that? There are 4 ladies who have brought 1 child each for admission to school. Okay? And there will be an interview that will happen. There will be an interview that will happen. Correct? And the interview has to happen in such a way that no mother will be interviewed before the child. Now, this was not an easy question. Okay? Now, this was not an easy question. Okay? Okay? This was not an easy question. So, पहले वाले question का answer 28 नहीं है भाई. Answer is 54. 28 तो options में ही नहीं था. Okay, answer is 54. Let's come here. This was not an easy question. Okay? So, this question का answer is 2520. Basically, I think it is 8 factorial by 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial. There are 8 people. They can be arranged in 8 ways. But for each of the mother-child pair, in the total number of ways that they are arranged, समझो 8 people are arranged in 8 factorial ways. अब first mother and child का pair लेता हूँ. ये जो 8 factorial हुआ है उसमें half में mother पहले होगा and child बाद में, half में child पहले होगा, mother बाद में. So 8 factorial by 2 factorial because only one of them has to be taken. Second वाले में same होगा. So 8 factorial by 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Everybody still talk to 2 to tango. भाई forget 2 to tango. Concentrate on the questions here. एक question के बदले में 30 questions छोड़ रहे हो. ठीक है? Focus here. Okay? So the answer to this question will be 2520. Clear? Let's move to the log question. Again, log question very easy. From here you can say x is equal to 4.8 upon 1.6, which is 3, and y is equal to 4.6 upon 2.3, which is 2. So x plus y is 5, which is option C. Clear? Clear? Easy? Easy? I didn't say anything, Rohan. I said कुछ भी हो सकता है. Competition, cooperation. Let's move ahead from verbal. Let's focus on quant. Let's focus on reasoning. 35 question जो guaranteed मुझे याद है वो at least कर ले पहले. Inconsequential things, there is a lot of that happening on the chat. If you are actually interested in focusing on these questions, let me know, then I will continue, otherwise I will stop. There is a lot of stuff happening which is not related to what we are talking about. Can we focus on what we need to do? Should we focus on these questions or do you want to talk about past questions? Please tell me. Please tell me what you want to do. I will wait. I will wait for everybody. Do you want to focus on these questions or do you want to focus on the past? Let's not repeat same thing. Okay, sir, continue. Sir, ignore. Okay, let's continue. Let's focus on the things here. There was one question where there was this person, where there was this person who comes and says, I buy 11 items for 10 rupees. Okay, I buy 11 items for 10 rupees, but I sell 10 items for 11 rupees. Do you remember? Do you remember? I buy 11 items for 10 rupees, but I sell 10 items for 11 rupees. इसका आंसर क्या था? इसका आंसर what did you all get? इसका आंसर what did you all get? ठीक है, 21, absolutely right. 21%. 21%, exactly. Exactly, 21%. Heights and distances question. Heights and distances, basically क्या था? I have 2 poles. There is a point on the ground. In poles के बीच में distance is 240. There is a point on the ground. उस पॉइंट से एक का 60 है और एक का 30 है. So you had to find the height of the pole basically. Correct? इसका आंसर आएगा 60√3, which turns out to be 103.9. 60√3, which turns out to be 103.9. Now there is a problem. As far as I remember in this question, nowhere was it written that this person has to be between these two poles. So there is another way of solving this question. समझो ये है, अब यहां से और यहां से. Now this is 30, this is 30, this is the height of a pole, this is the height of a pole, and distance between these two is 240. इसके basis में if we solve it basis this, the answer will be 120√3, which was not there in the options. So the actual answer should be cannot be determined. Okay, but among the options, the best possible answer is 103.9. So that is what you should mark. You should mark 103.9. Is that clear? Actually, अगर देखेंगे दो आंसर पॉसिबल है. कैट में आता CBD होता आंसर, बिकॉज ऑप्शन में होता CBD. ठीक है. Was it mentioned on the opposite side of the roads that there is a person? No, opposite side of the roads में समझो ये है दो poles, okay, and this person is to the right समझो. ठीक है, this person is to the right. ये पोल दो ऑपोजिट साइड है और ये बंदा रोड में नहीं है, और की साइड पे है, रोड के और साइड पे. सो उसके बेसिस पे हो सकता है. Had it been written that this person was in a position where the poles were on opposite sides of him, I can understand, but I will still go ahead and categorically state answer will be 103.9. SIBM will state 103.9 ही है. Answer will be 103.9. Okay. Answer will be 103.9. I am once again repeating. I hope everybody is clear. ये आंसर ये नहीं होगा, it will not be changed and all, नहीं होगा, 103.9 ही रहेगा. Clear? Okay. Let's move to the next one. There was this question where Raghu and Hemant के age का था. I think दो ऐसे equation आ रहे थे. Raghu is 4 times Hemant plus 3 as of today. Then 5 years down the line, क्या हो जाएगा? Raghu will be 3 times Hemant's age plus 1. ये दो equations आ रहे थे, Raghu and Hemant. इसके basis में we needed to find Raghu's age, I think. So the answer was 35. Answer was 35. Is that clear? 35. Answer was 35. Yes, it was 35. Yep, 35 आया था यार. जहां तक मैं जानता हूं मेरा भी 35 आया था. जहां तक मैं जानता हूं. Should we solve it again? Let's solve it again. So you get second equation is R plus 5 is 3H plus 16. So R is 4H plus 3. So you get 4H plus 8 is 3H plus 16. So H is 8. If H is 8, then 8 into 4 plus 3. Raghu is 8 into 4 plus 3, which is 35. Okay? 8 into 4 plus 3, which is 35. Clear? I hope it is clear. I have just answered it and explained it as well. Then there was this question on effective rate of interest for 12% compound interest quarterly. ठीक है? Effective rate of interest for 12% compound interest quarterly. Correct? Was the question what was his age 3 years ago? Or what is his present age? I had read it as present. If the question was what was his age 3 years ago, then the answer will be 32. What is it according to you? Can you remind me? Again, I am doing all of this from memory, so I could have also gotten it. Was it what was his age 3 years ago, or what was his present age? Can you guys tell me, please? What was his age 3 years ago, or what was his present age? Huh? What was his age, Raghu wala? What was his age 3 years ago or present age? What was it? Present मांगा था ना? अगर present मांगा था, answer is 35. Yeah, then it's 35. Some of you all saying 32 minus 3 करना होगा. So that's why I was asking कि why you are asking this. Okay, so present 35. Effective rate of interest. यार simple है. 1.03 to the power of 4 होगा ना. 1.03 to the power of 4. वो 12.55 के आसपास आता है. 12.55 के आसपास. So it is none of these. 12.55 के आसपास. So it is none of these. Clear? Clear? The answer is none of these. Are we clear? Now see, you all also saying you all don't remember something here. Maybe in Sanu, even I won't remember some of these, right? So hence I am doing it basis that. So आपने मैंने क्या किया है? I don't understand, Nirupam, what you are saying. Some of you all are saying -3. That's why I'm saying the answer for this will be none, which is 12.55. Okay. Let's move to the next one. We had to find the next two terms here. Okay, we had to find the next two terms here. तो इसका क्या होगा? Now, if you look at this, basically आपको क्या मिल रहा है? The first term is 1 squared plus 1. Second term is 2 squared plus 1. Then 4 squared plus 1. Then 8 squared plus 1. Then 16 squared plus 1. So the answer will be 32 squared plus 1. 64 squared plus 1. So it will be 1025 and 4097. 1025 4097. Clear? Clear? Everybody, is that clear? ठीक है? 1025 and 4097. I hope that part is clear. ठीक है? यार Priyanshu, I don't remember verbal. Don't ask me verbal. I don't remember. ठीक है? So I can't state. Okay? Cool. Let's move to the next one. Train based question, speed of longer train. Basically क्या था? I think मेरे को अगर याद है, the lengths were given, right? What were the lengths? I think it was 120 and something. Yeah, 120 meters and 240 meters. So total was 360 meters. This is covered in 30 seconds. So basically 12 seconds में cover हो रहा है. Sorry, relative जो speed है वो 12 meter per second है, because 30 seconds में cover हो रहा है. The speed of the faster was 40. So speed of the slower will be 40 minus 12, which is 28. So the answer was 28 meters per second. ठीक है? The answer was 28 meters per second. Clear? Because it was same direction, I needed to add. So 360 divided by 30, that gives me relative speed of 12 meters per second. Okay? Clear? Clear? Okay. क्या modal वाले में would have been the answer? I don't remember verbal, so I will not get into verbal. I will focus on what I remember. Okay. Then there was a question. There is a person who marks up the price by 15%, then gives a discount of 5%, and then वो faulty weight भी use कर रहा है, 800 ग्राम use कर रहा है for 1000 ग्राम. मतलब 25% यहाँ पे भी उसको benefit है. Correct? So there is a 25% benefit he is getting here, and then 15% markup है, पर 5% वो दे रहा है. 5% is going ahead and giving a discount. So when he's giving 5% discount here, roughly it turns out to be 9 point something, right? 9 point something. So the answer in this question turned out to be 36.5. 36.5. Just checking. Yeah, it was 9.25 here for these two, roughly, and then 25. So it turned out to be about 36.5. 36.5. Is that correct? Is that correct? Yes, no? 36.5. Okay. फिर वो question था least का. What was it? Least was, if I am not wrong, it was 42, 49 and 63 का. So 7 ले लूंगा. So I will be left with 6, 7 and 9. So the answer will be 6 plus 7 plus 9, which is 22. 6 plus 7 plus 9, which is 22. Clear? 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 Cool? Okay. 6 plus 7 plus 9, which is 22. Lovely. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next question. So there was this particular thing, right? दो equation आ रहे थे. I don't know what TNS was standing for, but it was something like 5t plus 8s is 7350. 5t plus 8s is 7350. And then the second one was 3t plus 5s is 4475. Correct? I don't remember what T and S was standing for. अच्छे से याद नहीं है मुझे, but it was something like that. इसका answer, if I'm not wrong, was 950. Clear? इसका answer was 950. Are we clear till here? Are we clear till here? Everyone? Yes, 950. Lovely. Then there was another question. 5 companies C1 to C5. उसमें basically ये था that you have C1, C2, C3, C4 and C5. C1 is to C2 is to C3. Ratio is 5 is to 6 is to 7. Then C2 is to C4 is to C5 is 8 is to 9 is to 12. And I think C1 is to C5 का difference दिया हुआ था कि वो 32 के आसपास है. C1 is to C5 का I think difference दिया हुआ था कि वो 32 के आसपास है. And then they had asked you for the total sum. My answer was 270 crore. The answer was 270 crore, which is option B. Total sum. Yeah, total profit. Correct? Is everything clear till here? Is everything clear till here? यहाँ तक सब सही है? All quant. I have a few more questions. I'm going to wait again. My team is once again reminding me कि आपको बोलना है like करो. There are many more questions left. I have all these sheets here. So if you want me to go ahead and discuss more, please go ahead, and like the session for the team's benefit so that they achieve their goal while I go ahead and help you achieve your goal of knowing what the answers should be. Okay, so please go ahead and confirm जब एक बार कर लिया यार, ताकि मैं आगे भी बढ़ूं. मेरे को आगे बढ़ना, मैं टीम में सिंह सर हमारा भी कुछ करवा दो. Yeah, trousers and shirts. Murali has just reminded me. TNS was trouser and shirt. Okay. Come on, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead. Like. Lovely. Log वाले का 5 था यार, वो मैंने already कर दिया. Like. Okay, lovely. Let's move quickly to the next question. Let's quickly move to the next one. Boths and streams. Boths and streams. इसका क्या आया था guys? Boths and streams. I think इसका 32 आया था, right? Boths and streams was I think 32. Again, I'm doing by memory. I don't remember this boths and streams वाला question actually. Was it 32? Was boths and streams 32 guys? Snap does not have normalization and it might not get a call from SIBM Pune. Was boths and streams 32 guys? 32? Again, I'm doing by memory. I don't remember very clearly. Jahan tak memory serves me right, I think it was 32. Jahan tak memory, it was 32, right? Yep, it was 32. Lovely. All of you all are also verifying it. Good, my memory is not bad. Yaar, Venn diagram wala, I think I have that here. Venn diagram aisa kuch tha. Basically like this. A, B, C hai. Okay. A, B, C. Then this was 3, this was 6, this was 5. This was 8, this was 8, this was 10, this was 12. And they asked exactly one. So it is 8 plus 10 plus 12, which is 30. Clear? Clear? 30? Yes? 30? Would you agree, guys? 30? Lovely. Good. So I think we are getting that correct. We are getting it correct. Between us, let's move to the next question. Let's move to the next question quickly. Okay. Restaurant average problem with 23 friends, amount paid by each of them. So ऐसा कुछ था that I am a person who pays 290 rupees and all my other 23 friends pay the same amount. फिर इसका average अगर मैं निकालता हूँ तो average is this. Then when the final bill comes, you realize that the final bill का जो average amount है जो each person का is 10 more than the average paid by each of your friends. It is 10 more than the average paid by each of your friends. Correct? This is what it was turning out to be. Now if I solve this, what do you get? 290 plus 23x is equal to 24x plus 240, which means x is 50. So the average paid by each of your friends was 50. Average paid by each of your friends was 50. So the answer will be 50. Is that clear? Is that clear? 12. किसका आंसर 12 था यार? किसका आंसर 12 था? नहीं यार, exactly 1 का आंसर, exactly 1 पूछा था, आंसर was 30. exactly 1, the answer was 30 for sure. Okay. Yeah, so it was 23 friends including me. It was me and 23 friends. Me and 23 friends. Okay. Me and 23 friends. No, no. Denominator में 24 था जहां तक मेरे को याद है. Let me come up with the question as well. Let me come up with the question. As far as I remember, he and 23 friends था. मतलब if I am wrong, then I don't remember. Again, I'm doing by memory. मेरे यहाँ पे number of friends लिखे नहीं है. मेरे यहाँ पे number of friends. So was it he and 24 friends? Was it that? If it was he and 24, then it will change. Then it will become 290 plus 24x by 25 is equal to x plus 10. And it will become 290 plus 24x is 25x plus 250. So x is 40. Then the answer will be 40. Now I don't remember. As I said, I'm doing it by memory. I'm doing it by memory. Okay. So you need to remind me. Was it 23 friends? 24. So there were 24 friends is what Mronali is also saying. Okay. So if it was him and 24 friends, then it will be 24. Okay. Then it will be 24. यार वेन डायग्राम का 12 कहाँ से आया था? कहाँ से 12 आया था? All three were given मतलब all three were given 3. A and B was given as 11. A and C was given as 9. B and C was given as 8. So I don't know आप लोग का 12 कहाँ से आ रहा है. मेरी मेमोरी से जो मेरे को याद है वो ये था. Which is why I'm saying, guys, these are memory based now. Still we don't have actual question, which we never have. Hence I'm saying I'm trying to solve it by memory. Now I've given you both. If it was him and 23 friends, the answer is 50. If it was him and 24 friends, the answer is 40. Now I don't remember. I don't remember memory. Ab memory hai, right? I can't do it. So you all have to help me. If it was him and 23 friends, the answer is 50. If it was him and 24, the answer is 40. Okay? So I don't know. It was one of the two. I don't know. So the answer is one of the two. Okay? Clear? Perfect. Let's move to the asset question. Let's move to the asset. See, so many of you all, half of you all are saying 50, half are saying 40. मतलब तुम लोग को भी याद नहीं है. थोड़ों को लग रहा है 23 था, थोड़ों को 24. मेमोरी बेस्ड में प्रॉब्लम आएगी. No point arguing about this. Why you all arguing about this? If the question was him and 23 friends, the answer is 50. It was him and 24 friends, the answer is 40. काम खत्म. Over. अब क्या था वो मेरे को भी याद नहीं यार. मेमोरी बेस्ड यही तो होता है. मेमोरी बेस्ड. क्लियर? 50 सही है, 50 सही है, 40 सही है, 40 सही है. अब चैट बॉक्स में लड़ लो. अब इसका तो कोई फायदा नहीं है. राइट? सो लेट्स कम बैक टू दिस वन. सो व्हाट वाज दिस? सो 8,25,000 डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड टू 3 चिल्ड्रन. अब अगर ये देख लो तो 105 कुड बी द डिनोमिनेटर. सो देन यू कैन टर्न अराउंड एंड स्टेट 7:5:3. राइट? एंड आई थिंक पूछा था जिसको लीस्ट मिल रहा है कितना मिलेगा. सो इट विल बिकम 3/15 into 825,000. 15 goes here, 55. So 55 into 3, which is 165. So the answer will be 165,000. Is that clear? 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 Sir, in A and B, so why include all three? Now I don't know. As far as I remember the Venn diagram question, at least जो मेरे पास आया था वो ये आया था. A, B and C है. तीनों लोग है. ठीक है? 3 है. A, B and C. ऑल 3 में 3 थे. ए एंड बी में 11 थे. ए एंड सी में 9 थे. बी एंड सी में 8 थे. ओनली ए, सॉरी मतलब ए का एक वैल्यू था विच वॉज गिवन, विच इज बेसिकली आई थिंक 25 इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. बी का वन वैल्यू वॉज गिवन, राइट, विच वॉज आई थिंक 26. एंड सी का वन वैल्यू वॉज गिवन विच आई थिंक वॉज ऑल्सो 26. दिस वॉज द क्वेश्चन दैट वॉज देयर एंड द क्वेश्चन वॉज हाउ मेनी एग्जैक्टली वन. This was the question I remember. I'm doing it by memory, right? If what I remember is incorrect, answer changes. My memory tells me this was the question. Exactly 1 निकालना था. Exactly 1 is 8 plus 10 plus 12, which is equal to 30. Okay? Clear? हो गया? अब चैट बॉक्स में लड़ रहे हैं सब लोग. ठीक है? ठीक है? जो मेरे को याद है वो ये है. ठीक है? This is what I remember. Okay? Again, half are saying 30, half are saying 12. So no point arguing here. No point arguing here as well. It is all memory based, guys. Why are you arguing? It is memory based. Memory based जो याद होगा उसके basis में कर रहे हैं. This is what I remember. I have explained the question. ठीक है? क्लियर क्लियर क्लियर. बोथ ए एंड बी का मतलब होता है दिस पार्ट. इट मींस ए एंड बी एंड ए बी एंड सी इंक्लूडेड. क्लियर क्लियर हो गया, काम खत्म. लेट्स मूव अहेड. लेट्स मूव टू द अपकमिंग क्वेश्चंस. ओके, डू यू वांट मी टू मूव अहेड कि अब ये पुराने वाले क्वेश्चंस को अब करना है? सो नाउ पीपल आर वैलिडेटिंग मी. यस सर, यू आर करेक्ट. ठीक है, अब मेरे को घुसना ही नहीं है. मतलब पॉइंट क्या है, मेमोरी से कर रहे हैं राइट. ठीक है, क्या शुड वी मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन? शुड वी मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन कि नहीं करना नेक्स्ट? अब जो क्वेश्चन हो गए उसी में बढ़ते रहो यार. मेमोरी बेस्ड कर रहे हो, कैसे हर चीज याद रहेगी? मतलब सीरियसली, चैट बॉक्स में लड़के तो कुछ मिलेगा नहीं. अब अगर योर मेमोरी इज करेक्ट देन द आंसर वुड बी दैट. इफ माय मेमोरी इज करेक्ट आंसर वुड बी दिस, जस्ट लाइक इन द 23-24 वन. राइट, मेमोरी. नो पॉइंट आर्ग्यूइंग ऑन मेमोरी यार. ओके, लेट्स लुक एट दिस वन. ओके, लेट्स लुक एट दिस वन. ठीक है, perfect. Let's look at this one. 15, 21, 27, 33, 35, 39, blank, 51, 55. Now I'll explain how I solved this. To me, these are two series. 15 and 27, 12. 27 and 35, 8. फिर 35 and something आना चाहिए जहां 12 हो, वो something and 55 में वापस 8. ठीक है, रिवर्स अगर मैं जाऊं 21 and 33 में 12, 33 and 39 में 6, 39 and 51 में वापस 12. So this is the logic of the series. This is the logic of the series. Clear? Logic of the series समझ आ गया? So the answer should be 35 plus 12, which is 47. अगर 47 यहां पे आता है, next term will be 47 plus 8, which is 55. So the answer is 47. No point arguing here. It is 47. It is 47. ठीक है, clear? It is 47. I will once again explain. There were two series, 15, 27, 35, blank, 55. Another series was 21, 33, 39 and 51. इस सीरीज में देखो तो 12, 6, 12 ऐसा चेंज हो रहा है. पहले वाली सीरीज में देखो 12, 8, then 12, then 8. So this should be 47, which satisfies. Clear? Answer is 47. Clear? Cool? Lovely. Let's move to the next one. 12, 34, 246, 3130. Sorry, 2, 34, 246, 3130. इसका लॉजिक क्या है गाइस? इसका लॉजिक मेरे को भी अब स्ट्राइक नहीं कर रहा. आई रिमेंबर आई डन दिस. Oh, this we already done, right? 1028. Haven't we already done this? Haven't we already done this? 1 to the power of 5 plus 1, 2 to the power of 5 plus 2, 3 to the power of 5 plus 5. We've already done this, right? We've already done this, correct? So let's move ahead. Okay, let's move to reasoning. Reasoning के few questions. Number of letters in this sequence. The question was number of letters in this sequence. ठीक है, और आपको क्या क्या छोड़ना था? You needed to leave out capital letters. You needed to leave out, you know, your special stuff like, you know, exclamation mark, at the rate of, so on and so forth. Correct? You needed to leave these ones out. You needed to leave these ones out. Correct? तो इनको अगर मैं छोड़ता हूं तो मेरे पास क्या बचता है? You also need to remember, you need to leave the numbers out. There were numbers also there, 2, 4, 6, 8, because the question was letters. The question was letters. You needed to leave the numbers out. So you needed to leave numbers out. You needed to leave capital letters out. You needed to leave these exclamation marks and so on and so forth out. If my memory serves me correct, the answer was 23 because it is 27 when you take numbers. But numbers nahi lenge because number of letters they have asked. They have asked number of letters. Letters mein numbers can't be included because number is not a letter. Had you included numbers, the answer would be 27. Because numbers won't be taken, answer would be 23. So I will have to leave capital letters. I will have to leave this exclamation mark and so on and so forth. And I will have to leave 2, 4 and all of this. Clear? Clear? Cool? Cool? Okay. The question was, no, number you will not take. The question was number of letter. Number is not a letter. Number is not a letter. Because the question is letter, so you will not take numbers. ठीक है? Question was letter. Question से number eliminate हो रहा था, and instruction से you were eliminating capital letters and you were eliminating, the other, things. ठीक है? Numbers नहीं लेने थे because the question was number of letters. If the question is number of letters, कैसे ले लोगे भाई? Question was number of letters. 100%. Here I will not, my memory is fine. I remember, most of you all will also remember. Number नहीं लेने थे भाई. Number नहीं लेने थे. Next question. The question was number of letters. Please keep that in mind. Because of number of letters, letters में number नहीं आएंगे. ठीक है? Number of letters था. Okay. Yes, capital and non-alphanumeric remove करने थे. You are right. But because it is letters, so numeric भी remove होंगे. Clear? Please understand the logic. Letters removes numbers. Instruction stated non-alphanumeric and capital. अब समझ आ रहा है? There were two set of instructions. Okay? Clear? Exactly. The common sense was numbers exclusion because the question was letters. Please understand that. Okay? Letters का मतलब number. ये मेरे को पता था लोग फंसेंगे because numbers को लेके 27 आ रहा था. That is where most people have gotten stuck. It's not 27, it will be 23. Arrange from bottom to top. Do you remember this question? Bottom to top, very easy था. It will end with head, and head से पहले it will be tongue. So there was only one option here. Clear? Clear? 612, ये कौन सा question था यार? 612, I don't remember. I don't remember this. 612. Okay, let's come to this. This answer, there was only one option which ends with head. Before head, there was tongue. Before that, there will be neck and so on and so forth. Clear? No, yaar, it was bottom to top again. Oof. It was bottom to top. ठीक है? Exactly. Bottom to top. So, it ended with head. Correct. Right? It ended with, यार अब तुम लोग आके बोल रहे हो नहीं top to bottom था भाई, bottom to top था. Why? Sometimes the problem with this is not, if a paper is released, then you will realize. Right? The problem is it was bottom to top. Top to bottom का option भी नहीं था. Okay. Coming back to this. See, once again, memory के basis में again, half people are saying top to bottom, half bottom to top. This is the problem with memory based. I will feel whatever I remember is correct, and that holds true for everybody, correct? So please guys, chill maro. Computers wala. There was a question which was print a file on the computer, arrange in correct order. Okay. इसमें था. So once again, the whole point is, it has to end with switching off the computer. Shutdown was second last step. Turning off the computer was the last step. Turn off was last step. Shutdown was the first step. Second last step. Okay? Shutdown was the second last step. Clear? Are we clear, guys? Clear? Cool. Ye wala. Year wala, yes, calendar year 2034. Very simple. I think nothing much to see. ये क्लॉक वाले में प्रॉब्लम है यार. 11 से लेके 11:59 तक ही देखना है. ऑप्शन में आपने 12 दे दिया एंड सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ दे दिया है. राइट? सो द आंसर विल बी नन ऑफ दीज. The reason for that, another reason, 11 PM, 11:59 PM के बाद अगर होता भी है तो वो 12 AM होता है. 12 AM was not in the options. Okay? 12 AM was not in the options. Right? 11:59 PM के बाद 12 PM नहीं आता, 12 AM आता है. It is 12 AM. 12 AM was not in the options, 12 PM was in the options. That can't be the answer. Answer will be none of these. ठीक है? Sir, did this bottom to top in my upper KG stand? Exactly, Bidisha. Welcome to Snap, right? Welcome to Snap. ठीक है. So ठीक है. So answer is that. ठीक है. ठीक है. Yeah. And please remember 12 नहीं हो सकता because 12 PM was in the options. 11:59 PM के बाद 12 AM आता है. So the answer will be none of these. Okay. Answer will be none of these. Next question that we remember is mirror image. Mirror image will be 11:54. Mirror image will be 11:54. No, 11:59 is not the answer, Ishan. 11:59 पे doesn't coincide, right? Yeah. ठीक है. यार 12 नहीं था, वो 12 PM था. That was the problem. 11:54 is correct. 11:54 is correct in mirror image. Okay. Mirror image था ये. Okay. ठीक है. Yeah. So the answer will be none of the. यार 11:59 पे hour hand and minute hand do not coincide, right? 11:59 अगर मैं बना रहा हूँ तो ऐसा हो जाता है almost. They are not coinciding totally. 1 मिनट बाद होगा coincide करेगा, and 1 मिनट बाद when it coincides it will become 12 AM, not 12 PM. Okay. So those are the questions I remember. That is it. I think we've gone ahead and solved a lot of questions. How many did we do? We did 3, 4, 4 and 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27. Roughly 27 questions, almost half the paper. जो मेरे को याद था वो मैंने कर लिया है. Benevolent I remember was one of the answers. Yes, I will agree with that. C1 से लेके C5 तक का 270 crores था. We've discussed that as well. There was another question, right? If I'm not wrong, let me revise. I think there was a question like this: A of n is equal to 1 plus half plus 1/3 plus so on and so forth till 1 by 2 to the power n minus 1, and A of 100 क्या होगा? The answer will be less than 100. The answer will be less than 100. Okay. There was a question related to this as well. ठीक है. There was a question related to this as well. Series वाला 47 we've done. Tango वाला cooperation हो सकता है. I don't want to get into it. Soldiers wala I don't remember yaar. If I remember I would have stated it. I don't remember. Any other quant or reasoning? Yeah, DI questions I don't remember at all. Yeah, less than 100 is correct. Oh, wo lights wala. So I'll tell you the way I did it. Again, I'm not saying I'm right. Decision making type hai. My whole point was because it is you switched on a switch, the power supply to the water tanker or whatever, whatever it is, water pump has caught fire. Now, if I pour water is a good conductor of electricity, so I would probably not want to pour water on it because electricity involved है इस चीज में, so I will not want to do it. One option was you take all precautions and turn off the switch. If I am taking all precautions, then it is fine to turn it off. I can do that. And the third was fire extinguisher. So according to me, what I felt, again, I'm not saying I am right. What I felt, what I answered was वो fire extinguisher and the switch वाला 2 and 3 combined. ठीक है, 2 and 3 combined. Okay, 2 and 3 follows. That is what I did. Water नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है. Blood relation वाला as far as I remember, one answer was sister. Another answer I do not remember. I seriously don't remember. I do not remember. So yeah, that's predominantly it, from the questions which I remember. Hopefully we were able to do a lot of that. Hopefully we were able to do a lot of it. Okay. I think philanthropy wala jo question tha, it was synonym and not antonym as far as I remember. Again all memory based, right? That's all that we can do. We can only do memory based. Teacher पे गुस्सा कर दिया, should we suspend the student? I think it was written without asking any question, suspend the student. I think that is wrong. You need to find out. There could be a reason. First, you need to talk to. Without asking any questions, you will suspend. I think that is wrong. To me, that is not how you go ahead and do it. So I think वो नहीं था. Okay. So I think that was not the answer. That without asking, you will go ahead and do it. because it was written without asking any questions, you will suspend the student. Without talking to the student. So I think generally what people do, what principals do, what senior people do, they will talk to student, beta kya hua, what happened, why do you do this, this is wrong, because of these action I'm suspending you. So suspend to karna chahiye, but you will first talk. You don't do it without any conversation, right? Because I don't know, there could be something, hostage में हूँ, मेरे साथ ये हो गया, मेरे कुछ हो गया, फैमिली में कोई प्रॉब्लम, कुछ हो सकता है. So I think that was the reason there, that without any questions is too extreme. So it needs to have something. It needs to be, you need to discuss and then you might want to suspend. Hence I felt that that wasn't correct. Okay. Hence I felt that that wasn't correct. ठीक है सर, अच्छा गया शायद आपका पेपर. हाँ शायद अच्छा गया हो, पता नहीं. Let's go to the cutoffs because this is something that is important, which most of you all have been talking about. Now I did turn around and state that slot 1 में I did say वो 38.5 to 40.5. if you remember, I had given this range. I think I am leaning more towards the latter part, which means I felt कि वो 40 to 40.5 होगा. I think slot 2, ये वाला जो है वो slightly easier, which is day 2 was slightly easier. I might be moving more towards this range now. As I said, the cutoffs will keep changing. The cutoffs will keep changing with every slot because there is no normalization. There is no normalization. That's where the problem is. So hence, I think I will be moving closer to roughly about 41 to 42, perhaps as an SIBM Pune cutoff. I don't think ये 46 के रेंज में जाएगा, उतना easy भी नहीं था. But 41 to 42 के रेंज में जा सकता है. And SCMHRD about 0.75 lesser. Okay. SCMHRD about 0.75 lesser. So vegetarian, Jain and Chinese. I think there was an option here, right? You serve something called Jain veg momos and Jain veg chow mein, right? Jain veg momo and Jain veg chow mein. I think that was there in the option. This is very doable. This was very doable. So I think ये हो जाएगा. So municipal corporation exam, I have no idea. I can talk to you about the MBA entrance examinations. Tell me and I'll do it. Okay. So this is what I would state. So my recommendation is, I think SIBM Pune 41-42, SCMHRD probably roughly around 40.5 to 41.5. 40.5 to 41.5. Once again, I'm saying I do it slightly on the lower side because there are 3 slots to look at. 3 days and 4 slots. तो उसके basis में वो कुछ भी हो सकता है, right? Hence, I am stating that according to me वो होगा. You can look at the cutoffs for your respective colleges and start stating क्या होगा, because basically SIBM Pune का cutoff is about 98 percentile. So if we are saying कि 98 will go to say about 41.5 या 42, 41 से 42 का मैंने range बोला है, से अगर उस रेंज में चले जाता है, so you can accordingly state and see other colleges कितना कम जाएंगे. ठीक है. So SIBM Bangalore, for example, if I look at it from last year's perspective, SIBM Bangalore was about 91-92. Now look at last year, 91-92. if I look here, was roughly about say 31 and cutoff was about 38. तो 7 marks का फर्क था. This year that could become a 5-6 marks का फर्क. So it could mean that SIBM Bangalore might come anywhere between 36 to 30, probably 35 to 37 के range में. 35 to 37 का range for SIBM Bangalore. That's the way to look at it for those who are trying to look at the cutoffs. ठीक है? That's the way to look at it. One last thing, guys, those who are still going ahead and writing SNAP, 5 days में there is another exam which is coming. Go ahead, still take mocks. If you've not taken mocks already, go ahead, register, take it. Lot of the questions are very, very similar to what we put. Also take the ZAT mocks now. There are 8 ZAT mocks we are giving. The decision making of that is very important. It is based on previous year papers, so try practicing as much as possible. I constantly repeat, in ZAT, last 10 years का DM उठा लो. Roughly about 20 questions into 10, 200 questions. 8 mock के DM उठा लो, that's about 160, 170 questions, that's 370. And if you're a part of the OMAT course and you have enrolled with us, you are going to have 5 to 7, DM sessions. In each of them, 10, 15 questions, so that's another 73. We are talking about 450 DM sessions that you would questions that you would go ahead and cover. If you've done all of that, you would have gone ahead and done well for yourself. Okay, so that's the way to do it. Yeah, I don't remember anything more than this. Any question? Yeah, there was a question on COVID-19. I remember that. Uska answer I don't remember. These are basically what I remember. If you still not tried out, go and try out the college predictor, guys. go and try it out so that you know basis your CAT score आपको कहाँ से call आ सकता है, and do try out the score predictor in college. That's it. We will try coming on the 22nd as well. Now 22nd also one of us was supposed to take the exam. Sadly, the faculty is has had certain familial issues and might not be there. So we will try doing 22nd analysis. It's possible we might not be able to do the 22nd का analysis, but we will try it. We've done 10th and 17th, but अगर 22nd का नहीं कर पाए, we will try to come up with a combined analysis later for all three slots to tell you relative level of difficulty क्या था and what you can expect. Okay, so that's it from my end. I hope this was helpful to all of you. काफी तुम लोग लड़े हो, झगड़े हो आज चैट बॉक्स में विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ये मेमोरी वो मेमोरी एंड ऑल. मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस में यही होता है, यू डोंट रिमेंबर एवरीथिंग. आई होप दिस वाज हेल्पफुल टू ऑल ऑफ यू ऑल. डू गो ahead, like the session for our team, propagate it to more and more. We've done roughly 30% of the questions, and hopefully that this should be it and this should be helpful to all of you all. I hope you had fun. I hope this was good. That's it from my end. Tata, bye bye, see ya. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you.